for my first pregnancy, that was in 2007, I decided I didn't want that pregnancy, so I got rid of it, and I did it myself in the house. So I need to tell my health worker what I did with that pregnancy. Hello family, welcome back to the channel. This is your lady Saada Sadiq. You can call me Miss your international midwife. Welcome back to another segment of the Pregnant Woman Passport. I'm so happy you're back. If you are already here, thank you so much for coming back. I wouldn't have made it without you. And if this is your first time coming across this YouTube channel, I am Saada Sadiq, a senior midwifery officer with Kolebu Teaching Hospital, and I have decided to come to you with our antenatal clinic. Aside that, I talk everything health. Health has a very broad aspect, talking about our social health, our spiritual health, emotional health, economical health. So health is not just when you're sick and you come to us. Thank you so much for coming, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button below so you do not miss any video I upload here. Today on the Pregnant Woman Passport, we are going to discuss our pregnancy record. And on our pregnancy record, the first segment we are going to handle is my obstetric history. On the journey of the Pregnant Woman Passport, I am your pregnant woman. So whatever history I am giving here, let's say I am your patient and I am the one giving that information. So let's go to our first point, which is number of pregnancies. Number of pregnancies we are asking here is the number of times you have been pregnant. So if you've been pregnant 4 times, 5 times, 6, 11, no matter how you treated it, we want to know the number of times you have been pregnant. So I have been pregnant 4 good times, and in the 4 pregnancies, the first one will be handled, second and third, and the 4th one. So we ask you the number of times you have been pregnant, and then we ask how many times you have given birth. So out of the pregnancy, how many of them have you carried to birth? So me, I have been pregnant 4 times, and I have only given birth to 1. I was able to carry only 1 to labor. So I would say I have given birth to 1 and that child is alive. Then it further asks you that have you had an abortion before? We have 2 types of abortion. Abortion, one is the one that it comes out by itself, and that we usually call miscarriage, like you're miscarrying it. So if you've had a miscarriage in any of them, you talk about it. So I have had 1 miscarriage, and then the other pregnancy I decided to get rid of it myself. That is induced abortion. So I've told you, and that is what is recorded there. So imagine you've had a child, let's say you've given birth to 2 kids and 1 is no more. You need to tell us that, oh, I have given birth to 2, but the other one died at the early age or grew and died at a particular point. So now you have this beautiful table there that is asking of the date of delivery or pregnancy loss. So for my first pregnancy, that was in 2007, I decided I didn't want that pregnancy, so I got rid of it, and I did it myself in the house. So I need to tell my health worker what I did with that pregnancy. So that is what is recorded there. So in case you don't even remember the month and the day, you should try and let us know the year in which it occurred so that we document for you. So with the first one that I didn't want, it was at 6 weeks. At 6 weeks of the pregnancy, and I decided to get rid of it. So you tell us at what gestational age or how old was the pregnancy before you got rid of it. My second pregnancy I lost on the 13th of May in the year of our Lord 2014. Yes. And then when it happened, I attended a health center. There they were able to take care of me. And during that pregnancy, the problem I had was general body weakness throughout till I lost it. And I lost the pregnancy at 14 weeks. Yes, I lost it at 14 weeks of my gestation. So at this column, it is indicating when I lost the pregnancy, where I went for that delivery or the care to be given, the problem I encountered during that pregnancy, and that is what we want to know. The next column talks about mode of delivery. So what happened during that time? So it was through I had it all by myself. That is spontaneous vaginal delivery. It was a miscarriage though, but it came out by itself. I didn't have to be assisted, or no other assistant was given. So it was through that it came. I did not have any surgery or any chuku to clear the place. Everything came out by itself. So now we come to the next pregnancy that I was able to carry to term, and that was on the 6th of June 2017. That pregnancy I was able to carry to term. So 6th of June 2017 is the date of birth for my child. Yes, so that you give us the date of birth. And then my place of delivery was the hospital. I delivered the baby at the hospital. The problems I encountered during this pregnancy was vomiting, and then I had hypertension during that pregnancy. So these were the problems that I encountered during that pregnancy. I delivered my baby at 39 weeks. And during that time, it was an assisted vaginal delivery because I had a prolonged labor, and then the weight of my baby indicated that the baby was big. That is how come I had to go through that. So my baby's weight was 4.2, which I remember so well, and usually is written in our antenatal book, and we expect you to keep it in record. So with this history that I have, I know what to expect because I'm plumpy, so my baby came out quite big. So I had a prolonged labor, and my baby was 4.2, and it was a female, a beautiful baby girl. That was what I had. So these are all the information that is required of you, and you give it to us in the facility, and it is well documented. In taking the history of other pregnant women, there are certain major risk factors that we take note of from your obstetric history. For example, if you had bleeding after your delivery or bleeding during your pregnancy, it will be indicated. If you are a grand multiple, that is, if you've delivered more than 5 times, we consider you as a grand multiple, and you are also at a major risk with the issue of placenta previa and other obstetric terms that you might not understand. So we might ask you a few questions in a way that you understand, like for example, Madam Pacho, oh yeah, no moja tu anawa woman unya problem ubia. And then we can also ask you when you say mrahi and mrahi. When we ask you, we want to know whatever information we are asking you is not pertaining your current marriage, but your obstetric history from your childbirth till date. Some women give us history of their current marriages. For example, if she has been married and had 3 kids in her earlier marriage, she will tell you that she's not had any child before or something. What we want to know is your complete obstetric history. So if your current husband that you are with, or your current partner, you have one child with a person, and then your former husband 3 child, you need to let us know that you have 4 children, and we get their obstetric history accurate. Still on our child record, we would also want to know the present health state of the child that you have, or the children you have. So if all your children are alive and in good health, you let us know. If your child is alive and in poor health, you also inform us. If unfortunately you lost the child, you let us know, and then it is well documented. All this history helps us in taking care of you. For example, if you've had a lot of abortions or a lot of miscarriages, and you inform us, we take good care of you in the way that maybe your cervix will be closed, or you'll be put in bed to ensure that you carry your pregnancy to term, or to a point where you can move about. If you had a case where, let's say, anytime it's getting to your 40th or the latter part of your pregnancy, your child died within you, we have a way we will take care of you to monitor you, so that you do not encounter the same history with your childbirth. So my dear pregnant women, when you come to the hospital, kindly give us the accurate information that we want from you, and that is the accurate ones to take care of you, your baby, and your family.